Hey yo, what's good, Epic Gamers? It's your boy Connor plays today. Back another Epic Gamer video. Today we're going to be doing a review of the game Subnautica. So, I bet you guys are glad because this video finally, not an Among Us parody. Speaking of Among Us parodies, actually, I'm working on the a new Among Us parody. It's actually 4 Among Us parodies in one. I'm calling it the Sussy Kingdom series. It's based on the Fallen Kingdom series, 4 songs. Fallen Kingdom, Take Back the Night, Find the Pieces, Dragon Hearted. The series is basically my childhood. It's great. You should really listen to it if you haven't already. It's a Minecraft song series, actually, so if you're not into Minecraft, you might not want to listen to it. But why wouldn't you be into Minecraft? Minecraft is it's an amazing game. Very creative, very survival if you're into that too. You can do like whatever you want with Minecraft. It's great. I wouldn't say I prefer. I also like Terraria. Terraria's really good too. I don't know which one I prefer. Terraria is a lot more like exploration based and fighting based. Minecraft's a lot more creative based. You're not gonna get a lot of like not a ton of creativity with Terraria because that's all 2D. Not to say you won't get creativity, just less than you will with Minecraft. People still do crazy, amazing creativity stuff with Terraria. I prefer modded Terraria, actually, Calamity mod, also some other. I do like Thorium mod too. I usually have that on. I have done a playthrough entirely with the Thorium mod. The Bard class, I was really interested in doing the Bard class, so I did that. That was great, but I prefer to do Calamity mod playthroughs. Speaking of Bards, though, D&D, the Bard class, not that great. My little brother plays it, actually. Hi Jamison, if you're here. Just a lot of charming people, which doesn't always work great. And, like, if they can't be charmed, then you're just sitting there, like, oh, what do I do now? You can, like, heal, but if you want to be more of a support, you can be a cleric. I mean, I guess Bard is decent. My personal favorite, I like being a fighter. I just like, the simplicity of chopping a guy up with my axe. Just beating the crap out of him, Fighters are cool. I played a battle master. I've only ever played a fighter. I haven't been a player a lot. I've been a DM a lot, but I played a battle master fighter, and that was really cool. But next time I play, I want to be one of the new ranger archetype. The Drake Warden. It sounds pretty cool, like a Pokemon tamer. You go Charmander. You have it has 3 evolutions, just like Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, the 3 fire-type Pokemon things. Pokemon's pretty cool. I haven't played a lot. I played Pokemon Go, and I played Sword and Shield was the first, like, real Pokemon game that I played, and that was great. It made me upset that I hadn't tried one before, because it was so good. I haven't played in a hot second, though. It just kind of got boring after I completed it. There wasn't a lot else to do, and I didn't just want to completely restart it. But what there are games that I do like to restart and play every now and then, like Subnautica. But I don't play, like, I won't stop one playthrough and go right into another. I take a break because it doesn't change from game to game, Subnautica. Some of the events that I've been doing, so you'll change your choices from game to game. Maybe settle down in a different spot. But I have found one spot that I really like to settle down in. It's like right next to the kelp forest, right next to the entrance to the mushroom caves. It's great. Mushrooms, I'm not a huge fan of. I like marinated mushrooms, though. I don't know why. I don't like normal mushrooms, but I love marinated mushrooms. It's weird. Marinated mushrooms, if you haven't had them, they're delicious. So I like mushroom pickles, which doesn't sound that great, but it's actually very good. I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms. Some mushrooms are poisonous. I try to steer clear from those. Some of them are euphoric, drug-inducing mushrooms. Those I also try to stay away from, but some people don't. I don't understand that. But I mean, like, their choice. They can do whatever they want to do. But the mushrooms that you can eat, I don't like them. Not mushroom pizza. I'll eat sometimes. My personal favorite pizza flavor, I like either sausage or pepperoni, but I don't like sausage or pepperoni pizza. I like sausage or pepperonis and pizza. Excuse me. I have a little bit of the sniffles right now. And I'm losing my voice a little bit. I don't know what that's all about. But, so my voice is getting a little hoarse, which is sad because I can't sing this Among Us parody that I'm working on right now. It's very, very sad. I have it. I have at least half of it. The first two songs, I have them written out all with all the lyrics, and I tested the lyrics, and they were pretty good. But I can't sing it because my voice is not working properly right now. So that's sad. But the Among Us parody, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's it's 4 parts. Maybe I'll what would be cool is if I made a slide presentation and had it animated, at each lyrics I could flip the slide and have a little animation or just a picture show. That could be cool. And then it would be a music video, an official music video. I haven't really had one of those before. I guess Imposter Anthem kind of had one, but that was just a game of Among Us that I edited the chat parts out in order to get the time that I needed. But I mean, it was a good Among Us game. I got Imposter. I won. I thought it was pretty good. You can watch the video for yourself for just the Among Us game if you really want to. I wouldn't recommend it because parts of it are cut out. But you can. Imposter Anthem was the first Among Us parody I made. Me and Seth actually. Seth's a good friend of mine. We've been friends since 3rd or 2nd grade. Our parents knew each other before even then. But we did baseball together, but I think that was before we were friends though. And then we went to the same school, so we just kind of became friends. We were friends for a while. I introduced him to my friend Grayson. Grayson I've been friends with since kindergarten. I did not know his parents before I was friends with him. But Grayson's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Hi, Grayson, if you're watching this. Plays Yu-Gi-Oh! I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. I personally, I don't spend a ton of money buying and building decks. I mostly just use starter decks. I use a Lightsworn deck primarily, and sometimes I switch to the Obelisk, the Tormentor deck that came out recently. Obelisk being easily the best of the 3 Egyptian gods, because he has a protection ability. He can't be targeted by card effects, which makes us cards that target one monster, destroy it, and stuff don't work on Obelisk. But he can be destroyed by lots of stuff, Mirror Force or Dark Hole can kill Obelisk. He has 4,000 attacks, so things with over 4,000 attack, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon if you're playing a Blue Eyes deck, or various other things, can take out Obelisk pretty easily. He's basically just a 4,000 attack point beat stick with a little bit of protection. He does have that ability that allows him to tribute 2 monsters and destroy all monsters your opponent controls. So that's pretty good if your opponent if your opponent also has an Obelisk. That would be good against them because it doesn't target, it just destroys. So it would destroy all monsters they control. I also do play Dual Nexus though sometimes. In Dual Nexus, I have a bunch of different decks. I have a Blue Eyes deck, a Cyber Dragon, Dark Magician. I have an Exodia deck that I used to mess with my friend who he ran Soul Charge, which is a banned card, I believe. So whenever we dueled, I had to turn on forbidden cards. So my Exodia deck is just full of a lot of banned and forbidden cards in order to prank him. And it didn't work. I ended up losing, but you know, it's fun. I like it. I also have a Neos deck, an Odd Eyes deck, my most recent deck, which is a Red Dragon Archfiend deck, and then a Vampire deck, which is actually based on my deck in Duel Links. I don't play Duel Links a lot anymore. I just kind of grew out of it now that I play a lot of real life Yu-Gi-Oh! And also Duel Nexus, which is normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead of the speed dueling format like Duel Links. But Duel Links is cool. I had a Blue Eyes deck, which was my first deck. I was proud of that because I didn't look up good decks or anything. I just kind of made it because I had some Blue Eyes cards, and I was like, Blue Eyes White Dragon is cool. I'm going to make a Blue Eyes deck. And I did, and that worked good for a while, but then I was like, I want to make another one. So I went up against this guy who had an interesting deck that I'd never seen before, which was a Vampire deck. And so I looked at his deck, and I was like, I want to make a deck like that. So I made my Vampire deck, and I updated a little bit from his. And that got me pretty far. I got to, like, Platinum was about the highest, and then I kind of stopped playing. But, yeah, that was fun. There was a lot of events and stuff. I didn't do most of the events. A lot of them were pretty boring. It was a very, like, pay-to-win game. You know, the people who spend more money are going to get the best cards. You can grind to win. Free-to-play players can do decent, but it takes some grinding, and you have to, like, know what you're doing, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't, you know, they got to make money somehow, but yeah, it's each their own, I guess. But so Subnautica is a pretty cool game, yeah. Bye, gamers.